What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to put this in the beginning of my video. This is a recording after the fact, but I figured out that I went to the reviews. This is the Evil Energy Fuel Line kit. They're like $100. It's the 10 AN. Comes with like all these fittings and stuff. And it was great when it was first installed. And it's got really good reviews on Amazon. It's got like over 800 reviews, and it's like a 4.5 star. But if you dig through the reviews, I'll show you here in a second, everybody that's had this fuel line kit on for an extended period of time, they're like, I don't know what happened. It just blew out. It wasn't even at a bad spot or a kink or whatever. And that's exactly what mine is. I think they're just using they're using subpar materials. The actual rubber hose on the inside just can't hold up to, I guess, the ethanol content in just regular pump gas, which, you know, what's that, 10% or whatever. So I wouldn't even, there's no chance you could run E85 through this, which I think they claim it's E85 compatible, because I was looking at that. Maybe it doesn't, but anyway, let me show you some of the reviews, and I'll show you the actual fuel line kit. So warning, do not buy this fuel line kit for anything that you're going to put gas through. I don't know what they intend on this being used for. So this is exactly what I experienced. He was like, I used this fuel line to upgrade my 69 Camaro. The line was great for almost 2 years, but now I have had 2 separate areas where the line has failed with no bends, straps, or heat could have caused it. The hose did go together great with their fittings, as well as the Earl's fittings with 0 leaks, but now I'm changing my entire system, plumbing hose, to keep from getting stranded. Yeah, that's exactly like where mine is. It literally just has blown out. And I thought maybe it was just like a bad spot at the fitting, so I ended up cutting it and redoing it. But no, after pulling back some more of the sheathing, the rubber hose has gotten like hard and nasty and like brittle, basically. So this is the actual fuel line kit right here, Evil Energy. And yeah, look at the reviews. So don't be fooled, ladies and gentlemen. Avoid this if you can. It's supposed to be like, you know, up to 2,000 PSI burst pressure. But yeah. See, gasoline. Oh, look at that. You know what? I'm a dummy. Not fit for E85, E10, or methanol. Is regular gasoline considered E10? I think it is. So this fuel line is not rated for any ethanol. You know, I guess that's maybe my bad for not reading full into it, but it's like, where does anybody buy 100% gas anymore? I know there's only a few gas stations around me that even offer 0 ethanol, so I feel like maybe this is a little bit misleading. But anyway, let me let you guys get back to the video, and yeah, just be careful, ladies and gentlemen. All right, adios. All right, so I was checking the transmission fluid, making sure everything was good. I did the slow, painful procedure of filling the transmission fluid up through that aftermarket tiny dipstick. Already put about half a gallon in, started it up, let it run, rode through all the gears, put it back in park. Fluid's looking good now. It's actually on the stick, because before it wasn't even touching the stick. And then all of a sudden it dies out, no fuel pressure. And then let me lift the car up and show you what happened. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a pool of gas right there. And I was like, oh, maybe the fuel line was just bad. So I went ahead and I cut it and redid the fitting. But I noticed the fuel line feels kind of like brittle. Let me see if I can get a good picture of this video. But yeah, so I just pulled this back. I didn't care about it looking pretty. But this fuel line is super brittle. It's hard to get it on camera. This fuel line's not old at all either. I haven't put any E85 in it, but I have put like just regular pump gas, and I know that ethanol eats up fuel lines. So I think I'm going to redo both of those rubber lines where they go into the fuel cell. It's hard lined all the way up to here, and then it's got those same fuel lines from there up to the actual fuel pressure regulator. So I think I'm going to redo those lines as well, because I don't trust them. Kind of makes me wonder if they're kind of breaking down too. I guess they've been on the car for maybe 6-7 months, but gas has just been sitting in them. Still shouldn't have happened like that. So yeah, I'm kind of at a standstill. Tonight I wanted to get the transmission filled up and then drive it up the driveway, because I haven't had the car actually running and driving in a while, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Let me actually drop it down. I'll show you where it goes into the fuel cell. All right, so here's the fuel cell. It's one of like the cheapo Amazon ones. I hate this cap. I'm gonna unbolt this and put one of like the regular like unscrew caps, because it's a pain in the butt to get off. But the fuel lines come in the back, then they go to these pumps, right? Well, one of them's a pump, one of them's a filter. So it's a feed and return, and then they go out of the car right there. So gonna have to redo that. Fun. I did get a battery box. I'm gonna take this little battery out. This actually goes in the Integra. Gonna mount this battery box up, put a good sized battery in there, run the cables, try to clean it up so the trunk looks a little bit better, a little bit more organized. Don't have a battery sloshing around with a gas tank in the back. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at for tonight. I guess I'll see y'all on the next one tomorrow, because the parts store is already closed. I'm gonna get some good old rubber line. Dang, I was really wanting to show the car I'm driving in this one, but this is what it is.